Many of these families have the guilt. They have tried over and over. And they do have a sense of this quiet desperation. And that paralyzes the will to go forward. This is not a character flaw. This is not a wrong choice on your part. So the answer to it has to be outside of the mind of the person who is affected by obesity. The solution has to be provided for them from the realm of research.
All right, Jack, I'm going to ask the easy questions first. How old are you?
I'm 60 years old. It's kind of hard to move and stuff. I used to move in a wheelchair.
And that was because you were carrying some excess weight and it was just too hard to walk?
Yeah.
Sometimes people tell us that you get teased too. Was anybody teasing you?
We bullied at school.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
We had tried so many things prior to going to the clinic to try to help Jack be healthier that didn't work. So I think you kind of think, well, try it, but not thinking the outcome would be helpful. But, as a parent, you're willing to try anything to help your child.
The approach that we take in our center is that obesity is primarily a biologically driven disease. Many people view it as a behavioral problem, that if people with obesity just try harder to exercise more and eat less, that they can very easily and simply lose weight and keep it off. And what the research evidence shows us is that, in fact, is not how it works. That our bodies are designed fundamentally to want to put on extra weight and keep that weight on at all costs.
In aspects of obesity or hunger, there are certain set points in the brain that navigate and regulate how much people eat or how little they eat. By science, by academic medicine, by deeper understanding is where the true compassion is. Childhood obesity is the layered and layered damage upon damage. So the sooner you start removing the burden from that body, the better that individual is gonna do.
If I see a 12-year-old with severe obesity, 100% of those 12-year-olds will grow up to be adults with severe obesity if we don't intervene. So you're not gonna grow out of it. The younger you are at the time of intervention, the greater the chance that we can alter that course.
I think I didn't fully realize the extent of the work that they're doing until after, and how if it works and it's safe, then it's why aren't we doing this to help people?
I'm pretty sure I was on the real thing, because I went from being hungry absolutely all the time to not.
So for me, that's when I realized it, and I was whoa.
When obesity is considered a disease, the onus now falls on the care provider. It's their job to help these patients achieve a healthier weight. And also what that does is allows the providers to be able to look mom and dad in the eyes and tell them, this is not your fault.
Dr. Fox was so kind. She really just treats Jack as a whole person. She doesn't just see the weight. She inspires you. And so after he's lost so much weight too, his fine motor skills have improved and he can actually put them together a lot better.
And I really like knights, and I really like the shiny hat.
You have gone from a wheelchair, not being able to do much of anything, to you're swimming, you're riding bike, you're putting Legos together. What's next? What's your goal?
Finish school, and then probably to go to college.
My husband and I always say we're really excited to have the front row seats and see all the amazing things he's going to do in his life.
It's always an honor and privilege to be in that position, that you liberated the mind of the family by explaining this in a way that they on their own can't And if Dr. Fox sits in front of that family and can explain to them that it is not their fault, it's not their child's fault, and that there is a solution, there are hardly any more noble examples for medicine that I can think of.